Hi, John. How are you today?
Hi, Emma. I'm doing very well, thank you. And you?
I'm good too. I had a nice weekend. My friends came to visit me.
Oh, that's lovely. Did you have fun with them?
Yes, we did. But I always think about how to make them feel really at home, really welcome.
I understand. It's important to make people feel comfortable when they come to your house, isn't it?
It really is. And that brings us to our topic for today.
It does. Today, we're going to talk about how to welcome guests naturally.
Yes, how to make your guests feel happy and relaxed when they arrive.
And a big warm welcome to all of you, our listeners, to the English Speaking School podcast.
We're so glad you're here with us to learn some useful English phrases.
Absolutely. We're really happy to have you join us for this topic.
Yes, we are. And before we jump into our main tips, we have a small request for all of you.
If you like our podcast, please subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot.
And don't forget to give us a like on this episode. It shows us you enjoy it.
Yes, and if you think this topic is helpful, please share it with your friends. More listeners mean more fun for everyone.
Thanks so much for helping us out with that, everyone. Your support means a lot.
It really does. And now, let's get back to our main topic, welcoming guests. Emma, why is this topic especially good for English learners?
That's a great question, John. Learning how to welcome guests is super useful. It helps you use your English in real life.
Exactly. When you have friends over or even new people, you need words to make them feel good. It's a natural social situation.
Yes, and it gives you confidence. You learn common phrases to say hello, to offer drinks, or to ask if they need anything.
It's not just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about connecting with people. And when you feel good speaking, you make friends more easily.
Absolutely. It helps you practice your speaking in a friendly, relaxed way. It's practical English for everyday life. You're so right, John. It's all about connecting. And I remember a time, early in my English learning, when I had a friend visit who didn't speak my first language. I really wanted to make her feel welcome, but I felt so nervous about what to say. I just stood there, and it felt a little bit awkward at first.
Oh, I totally understand that feeling, Emma. It's like you have good intentions, but the words just don't come out easily. That can make guests feel a bit strange, can't it? Even if you want them to feel comfortable.
It really can. And that's exactly why we want to help you feel more confident in these moments.
Absolutely. We've talked about why it's important. Now, let's talk about how to do it. Let's get practical.
Yes, let's start at the very beginning. Imagine your guest just arrived. They knock on your door. What do you say?
Ah, the first words. It's very important to make them feel good right away. A big smile helps, of course.
Definitely. And a simple, clear phrase. You can say, "Welcome, come in."
Yes, welcome, come in is perfect. Or maybe, hi, so glad you're here.
Okay, so your guest is inside now. What's the next step to make them feel really welcome?
That's a good point, Emma. After they come in, you want to help them relax. This is different from just saying hello at the door.
Yes, exactly. At the door, it's quick, but inside, you can offer something. Like, "Can I take your coat?"
That's perfect. Or, would you like something to drink? These small actions show you care. It's about comfort now.
Right. So the first step is the welcome words. The second is offering comfort. It makes a big difference.
It really does. It's like you're saying, make yourself at home here.
But John, what if someone feels a bit shy or they think, "I don't have many words in English"?
That's a really good question, Emma. It's a common feeling. When you're shy or you're learning a new language, it can feel hard to say many things.
Exactly. So, what can our listeners do if they feel a little shy or don't know many phrases?
My advice is keep it simple. You don't need to say a lot of long sentences. Short, clear phrases work best.
Yes, like we just practiced. Welcome, come in. Or, can I take your coat? These are simple sentences.
Exactly. And remember, your smile and your actions speak a lot too. A warm smile, helping with a coat, offering a drink, these are clear messages without many words.
That's very true. Your body language is important. A friendly face makes a big difference.
Yes, and practice these simple phrases a few times. The more you say them, the easier they become.
So, don't worry about being perfect. Just be friendly and use the simple words you know. Your guests will feel welcome.
Okay, Emma, I think that's a great idea. Why don't we try it now?
Yes, let's do a little role play. You be the host, John, and I'll be your guest arriving at your house.
Perfect. Okay, I'm ready. You're knocking on my door now.
Knock, knock. Hi, John.
Oh, Emma, hi. Welcome. Come in, please.
Thank you. It's nice to see you.
You too. Let me take your coat. It's a bit cold outside, isn't it?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. It really is.
Great. Now, would you like something to drink? Maybe a cup of tea or some water?
A cup of tea would be lovely. Thank you so much, John.
Okay, that was our little role play. How did that feel, Emma?
It felt very welcoming, John. You used all those simple, clear phrases and actions. I felt comfortable right away.
Exactly. It wasn't hard. Just a few words, a smile, and helping with the coat and offering a drink. That's all it takes.
Yes, and listeners, notice how natural it was. You can do this too with your own guests.
That's right, Emma. Let's talk a bit more about why those words work so well.
Good idea. So when I knocked, you said, "Welcome. Come in, please." John, why is welcome such a good word?
Because it's simple and very warm. It immediately tells your guest, I'm happy you're here. And come in, please, is a clear invitation.
Yes, I felt that. And then you said, "Let me take your coat." That's a very helpful phrase, isn't it?
It is. It's an offer to help. It shows you care about their comfort, especially if it's cold outside. You're helping them relax.
Exactly. And then you offered a drink. Would you like something to drink? And you even gave options, maybe a cup of tea or some water.
Giving options is good. It makes it easier for the guest to choose. They don't have to think too hard. It also shows you've thought about what they might like.
Yes, it felt very thoughtful. It's not just drink, but would you like, which is more polite.
Precisely. These small phrases make a big difference. They are not complicated, but they are very effective.
So, the main takeaway for our listeners is use simple greetings, offer help, and offer drinks with clear, polite questions.
Yes, absolutely. And don't forget the smile and friendly actions. They make your simple words even more powerful.
Perfect. It's all about making your guest seen, comfortable, and happy from the moment they arrive.
Right. It's about being a good, welcoming host in simple English.
Right. It's about being a good, welcoming host in simple English.
Exactly. And these tips are not just for welcoming guests, are they?
No, they're not. They're also about feeling confident when you speak English in any situation.
That's a great point, Emma. So, for all our listeners out there, do you have one final quick tip for their English practice?
Oh, I do. My final tip is this. Don't be afraid to use the English you know, even if it's just a little.
That's a wonderful tip. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Like we talked about today, simple words and a friendly face make a big difference. Don't wait to be perfect. Just try.
I love that. Just try. Even one word, one phrase. It's like opening the door to your home and opening your mouth to speak English.
Exactly. Every time you try, you get a little bit better. So be brave. So, to quickly summarize today, we talked about making guests feel welcome. It's about using simple words, a friendly face, and helpful actions.
That's right. Like, welcome, come in. Or, can I take your coat? These small things make a big difference.
And the best part is, it helps you feel more confident using your English in real life. You don't need to be perfect.
Exactly. Just try, use what you know, and your guests will feel very happy to be with you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. We really loved having you here.
Yes, thank you for listening. We hope you learned something useful.
Keep practicing your English, and we'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.